So in this video, I'm going to give you a complete guide, one step after another, that you can follow in order to find your first virtual assistant client. This method that I'm going to show you is going to work kind of like an internship, where you are going to work for free without payment, but in exchange you are going to get some benefit that are going to help open doors for you to find your first paying client. And the main reason why we are going to start by working for free is when you just get started, you don't have any previous experience. You don't have any proof that is going to show anyone that you know what you are doing. And that is why it's important to start working for free, which is going to be risk-free for the client that you work for. And when you work for them for free, they don't have to pay you anything. That will give you the opportunity to get real testimonial. After you finish working for them, you are going to get a testimonial from them, and that is going to prove to your next client that you have actually done something, you have actually worked for someone, so you do know what you are doing based on what that client write in your testimonial. Okay, now that you understand why you are even going to start working for free, we are going to look at how can you find the right opportunities. And the first step in finding the right opportunities is look for the right type of people. The right type of people are going to be people who have a specific type of business that you can help. If you are offering data entry services, you want to start offering data entry services to clients. Who are the type of people who need data entry services? Probably something like real estate agent or real estate investors. They work with a lot of properties, so they work with data entries. They do data entry work. So your services are going to be beneficial to them. What other type of people are going to benefit from data entry work? Maybe people who have a big e-commerce business, maybe a drop shipping business, they are going to benefit from your service. Maybe someone who have an HR business, someone who is hiring for other people, they are going to benefit from data entry service. So the first thing you should start with is start by identifying this type of people who have a business that your services can help. Don't look for people who have large number of audiences on YouTube, because you are probably not going to get a response from them. Okay, so now that we understand what type of people to look for, where should you start looking for those type of people? Well, you can look for those type of people almost anywhere online. You can look for this specific type of people on LinkedIn. If you are looking for people who maybe have a HR business, HR consulting business, then LinkedIn is a best place to look for. If you are looking for real estate investors or real estate agent, you can look for them in Facebook groups. You can join Facebook groups, connect with people there, and you will be able to find people who you can offer your services to them. You can look almost anywhere. It depends on the type of people that you want to offer your services to. Simply think about this. Just don't rush it. Sit down, think about the type of people that you want to offer your services to, and think of where exactly do this type of people hang out in. Join those communities, join those groups, connect with people, and offer your services to them. So now we understand why you should work for free. We understand the type of people you should look for, and we also understand where to look for them. The next thing we are going to look at is how to present yourself to those kind of people. When you do all your research online, you find the right type of people that you want to approach. Maybe you have them listed in a spreadsheet. How can you present yourself to them? The first step in presenting yourself effectively is having an effective portfolio. A portfolio, is something that is going to be your personal showcase, something that your potential client are going to look at to understand who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. There are many places to create a portfolio. People create portfolios in a website, in a personal website, which I do not recommend if you are just getting started, because it's a lot of work. You can create your portfolio in Canva. In a website style in Canva. You can even create your portfolio in a PDF format. So this is the first step. And in order to have an effective portfolio, you need to spend enough time into making it right. Don't cut corners, don't rush it, don't take shortcut. Create a portfolio that is fully professional and it has all the necessary items that is going to make your portfolio effective. I have a full tutorial on creating a portfolio in Canva, and I'm going to put a link to it in the description of this video. So if you don't have an effective portfolio, or if you are not confident about your portfolio, go to the description of this video, watch that tutorial, and set up your portfolio there. The next step after you have your portfolio, you have your professional and efficient portfolio, is reach out to them. You reach out to them by sending them a proposal. A proposal is simply the first initial message that you send to them to introduce yourself and what you can do for them. If you reach out to them on social media, that initial message that you send is your proposal. If you send to them an email, that email is a proposal, is your proposal. And you need to do it right. And the first thing that you need to keep in mind when writing your proposal is make sure you overcome any objection that they may have. The first objection that they may have is maybe you don't know what you are doing, you are just going to waste their time. And you can easily counter this objection by including some links to your work samples so that they can take a look at some of your work samples and they can understand that yes, you can do what you said you can do. And the next objection, a common objection that they will have is you are going to, there will be some pressure for them to give you a job. There will be some pressure for them to hire you after you finish your work for them for free. And you can make it clear in your proposal, you are simply offering them this free work in order for you to gain some real world experience and also get a testimonial from them. And another objection that you should overcome is having to deal with sharing access to some complicated or to some high level things in their business. Since you are going to work for them in a short time, you should offer your work in areas that doesn't require them giving you an access to anything that is sensitive in their business. If maybe they are using a payment software or maybe they are using Stripe for whatever reason, your services should not require them to give you access to their Stripe account because that is sensitive and you are only doing a temporary work for them. Your services should also, you should avoid offering services that require them to give you access to something like maybe their accounting software. So anything that requires them to give you a specific access to a sensitive item in their business, you shall avoid that. You explain it to them. You just want to work for them for free in exchange of a testimonial, and you make it clear these are the type of services you are offering to them, and you can even make a clear timeline. Maybe you want to work for them for 10 hours for free, or maybe you want to work for them for 1 week for free. So you make everything clear and you answer all their questions in the first initial message. Don't just send them one message and ask them if they want to see your work samples or ask them if they want to see anything else. Include everything in your first initial message so that at first one time when they read your message, they are going to have answers to all their questions. And when you do this, the next thing you should do is make sure you send a follow-up email. If you send them an email or a social media message and maybe after 48 hours you didn't hear back from them, send them a simple follow-up message to make sure they receive your first message. And the next thing that you should do is keep repeating this process until you get a yes. No matter what you do, you are going to get a lot of rejections. So keep that in mind. When you start this, many people are going to reject your offer. Simply create a process of finding people, adding them in something like a spreadsheet, sending them an outreach. If they reject it, you just mark them as rejected and you find other people. You keep repeating the process until you get a yes. When you get a yes, then you can review the process, figure out what you did right, why that person said yes, and you can do it the next time. After this, you will have some testimonials to show to your next client, which can be your paid client. And if you want to learn more about creating your full portfolio, you can check out this next video. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.